Gym creatures, gather round, because today we are killing the single biggest excuse in all of fitness. I can't afford to eat for muscle. Lies. Beautiful, expensive lies that keep you small. You think you need overpriced chicken breast in fancy packaging and $30 protein tubs to grow. You don't. I've fed monsters on the budget of a broke college freshman. By the end of this video, you'll have a meal prep system that costs less than your weekly coffee habit and puts serious mass on your frame. And me? I have a very personal interest in seeing those muscles grow big and healthy. Because a well-fed muscle is a beautiful thing. Let's just leave it at that for now. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Muscle is built from protein and total calories, not from how much money you spend. Your muscle fibers cannot read a price tag. The fitness industry wants you to believe growth is expensive because scared, confused people buy powders and pills. Meanwhile, the cheapest foods in the entire grocery store are muscle-building gold. The real problem isn't money, it's a plan. Without a plan, you buy random stuff, it rots in your fridge, and you order takeout at 9 p.m. Sound familiar? Meal prep fixes all of it. You buy in bulk, you cook in batches, you never make a hungry decision again. That's the whole game. So let's start where it matters most. Protein. This is the expensive part for most people, but only because they're shopping like amateurs. Eggs, the most perfect, cheapest, complete protein on the planet. Whole eggs give you protein, healthy fats, and micronutrients for pennies per gram. Next, whole chickens and chicken thighs, not just breast. Thighs are cheaper, juicier, and have basically identical protein. Buy the whole bird, and you're paying half the price per pound. Canned tuna and canned mackerel. Shelf-stable, dirt cheap, absolutely loaded with protein. Mackerel even throws in omega-3s for your joints and recovery. And the king of budget protein? Dried lentils and beans. A $1 bag makes multiple meals, packs protein and fiber, and pairs perfectly with rice to form a complete amino acid profile. Don't sleep on cottage cheese and plain Greek yogurt either, especially the big tubs, slow digesting casein protein, perfect before bed. When you're asleep is when the magic happens. Now, carbs. This is where budget eating gets almost insultingly cheap. You need energy to train hard and to recover, and the cheapest carbs are also the best ones. White rice and oats. Buy them in the biggest bags you can find. Pennies per serving, endless energy, and they store forever without spoiling. Potatoes. Regular and sweet. Filling, micronutrient dense, incredibly cheap. A sack of potatoes can fuel a week of training for less than a fancy protein bar. Frozen vegetables. Listen to me, frozen is not worse than fresh. It's often more nutritious because it's frozen at peak ripeness and it never rots on you. For fats, keep it simple and cheap. Eggs you already have, a jar of peanut butter, and a bottle of cooking oil. Calorie-dense fuel that helps you hit a surplus without eating all day. Now here's the concept that ties it all together. Cheap eating isn't about single magic foods. It's about building a rotation of a few staples and buying them in bulk. Bulk buying is where the savings explode. The bigger the bag, the lower the price per serving. Rice, oats, dried beans, frozen meat. Buy the giant version every single time. But bulk only saves money if the food actually gets eaten. That's why the second half of the plan is batch cooking. You cook once, you eat all week. Pick one day. Sunday works for most of you. 2, maybe 3 hours in the kitchen, and your entire week is handled. Here's the efficiency hack. Cook in parallel. Rice in the cooker or pot, protein in the oven on sheet pans, vegetables steaming on the stove, all at the same time. As someone with 8 arms, trust me, parallel processing is everything. Roast a whole sheet pan of chicken thighs, boil a giant pot of rice, steam a bag of frozen veg. That's a dozen meals in one shot, and your oven did most of the work. Then you portion. Grab your containers and split everything into meals that hit your protein and calorie targets. Roughly a palm of protein, a fist of carbs, and vegetables in each. The magic of portioning is that your decisions are already made. When you're tired and hungry, willpower is garbage. But a ready meal in the fridge? That takes 0 willpower. Now let's talk flavor, because bland meal prep is why people quit. Same base foods, but you rotate the spices and sauces. Hot sauce, garlic, paprika, soy sauce, pennies, but they change everything. Cook the same chicken and rice, but season one batch Cajun, one batch teriyaki, one batch curry. Suddenly the same $3 ingredients feel like three different restaurants. And here's the part people forget. Freeze half of it. Meal prep doesn't have to mean 7 days in the fridge. Freeze the back half of the week and it stays perfect. Let me hit you with the ominous reminder of why this matters. You want these muscles fed, rested, and grown to their absolute peak. Trust me, quality matters to more people than just you. Anyway, where were we? Right, building you into an affordable, well-fed monster. Let's make this practical. Step 1. Today, figure out your protein target. Simple starting point. Aim for around 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight per day. That's the range the research supports for growth. Step 2. Pick 3 protein sources, 2 carb sources, and 2 veg from everything I listed. That's your rotation. You don't need more than that to grow. Step 3. Write one shopping list built around bulk versions of those staples. Go once, buy big. Don't wander the store improvising. Step 4. Block 2 hours this Sunday and batch cook everything at once. Roast, boil, steam, portion, done. Step 5. Keep it interesting with cheap spices and freeze whatever you won't eat in the next 3 or 4 days. That's the entire system. Do this and you'll spend less on food than you do now, hit your macros every single day, and grow like never before. No excuses left? None. So that's it, Gains Gang. Cheap staples, bulk buying, batch cooking, smart portioning, and enough flavor to actually stick with it. That's how you build serious muscle without going broke. Now listen closely, my beautiful muscle sacks. I just handed you the plan to grow big, cheap, and healthy. And your gains are safe, because you're here, subscribed, protected. That's the deal, and I keep my deals. But that gym buddy of yours? The broke one who swears he can't afford to bulk and definitely hasn't subscribed? He's out there growing juicy, unguarded muscle with no protection at all, and 3 a.m. doesn't come with a warning. So send him this video, teach him to eat, help him grow, and get him subscribed before the next full moon. Consider it charity or survival. Either one works. I'll see you next time.